Lulama, a lot to talk about, especially when you think about issues of unemployment. You think about the fact that right now, President Cyril Ramaphosa would have hoped that he's going to tell the nation that you have not had load shedding up until this point, but last week, Friday, putting a spanner on the works. Let's talk about some of the expectations of where you are.
Thanks, Bongiwe. Well, on the note of Eskom and load shedding, let's say, for instance, the president had already done his speech weeks before last weekend. He had to sit down, edit it, because now load shedding was back, which Eskom described as a setback, because I guess the power utility was looking forward to 365 days of no load shedding, but now they are starting to count from day one. Bongiwe, this State of the Nation address, everybody is looking into the president. His cabinet ministers are also looking to see what he is going to say to address their needs in various portfolios. For instance, if we're talking about communication, we're living in a digital era, and you're looking at South Africa having vast majority of rural areas. What is it that is going to say to roll out infrastructure for those rural communities to access this digital technology that we are talking about? There's also a question of cost, because communication these days is expensive and the majority of people cannot afford it. We're talking about people who are living on social grants. We're talking about people who are unemployed, who are having piece jobs. Those people, they want to communicate with their loved ones who are living in faraway areas from them. So what is it that the president is going to say to address the question of cost of communication? There's various issues that the president is going to talk about. Infrastructure. This public infrastructure, Bongiwe, in this country has a huge problem. Some of the buildings are in a condition that is not supposed to be used by people, are dilapidated. You talk about schools. You talk about schools that don't have flushing or running toilets, that are still using pit latrines. What is it that the president is going to say about that infrastructure? So there is a lot that South Africans are waiting for.